Hightown Television Production.
Standard of living in Nigeria. Nigeria, my country. This is what most Nigerians grew to know, but the reality is the contrary. One of the questions often asked is, do we truly have a government? From 2013, when we all started preparing for the 2015 general elections, the majority of us believed it was time for change. And when we say change, what do we mean? Change can mean different things to different people, but the poor people of this great country needs a change that will drastically and positively affect their lives. Mr. President, do you know what your people are going through? Do you know what it takes to survive on the street in Nigeria? Do you even know the street exists? Well, sir, it does, and most Nigerians belong to this class. We are the ones affected by your policies, and we can no longer cope. Everything is so expensive that we find it hard to feed well on a daily basis. Food is expensive, transportation is costly, fuel is costly, dollar is high and unstable. The truth is, these are the things that affect our lives on a daily basis. Sir, do you know that rice we buy for 250 naira before is now 400 naira, causing 75% increase? Do you know that Buhari we buy for 120 naira before is now 250 naira, causing 105% increase? Do you know the liter of kerosene is now 220 naira from 120 naira, causing 80% increase? Do you know beans we buy for 300 naira before is now 400 naira, causing 50% increase? Do you also know that bread, cassava, egg, palm oil, groundnut oil and every other thing we need for daily consumption has increased more than 75% too? Even common pure water is now 10 naira per sachet. The most painful thing, sir, is that there is nothing to serve as consolation for these disappointments. When we say consolation, we mean, since we can no longer get what to eat cheaply, which is the basic thing we need, we expect to see some other things that can serve as compensation. Things like good roads, well-equipped hospitals, security, good education for our children, affordable houses, water supply, power supply, etc. But we see nothing. What exactly can you point to that you have done in the last 1 year? Yes, we know you are building for the future, but what about now? People are dying every day, hungry every day, frustrated every day and hopeless every day. Sometimes I wonder the type of people our leaders surround themselves with. Sir, we know subsidy removal will be beneficial to all in the long run, but what if it didn't? You believe subsidy removal will force marketers to sell at lower and different prices because of competition, but what if they decide to hoard it occasionally in order to create scarcity so that the price can go higher than 250 naira? Mr. President, you should have thought about this and created an alternative before removing subsidy. Alternative can be in form of creating more filling stations owned by the federal government in all local government, as this will seriously control future and selfish actions of these independent marketers. The major problem we have with your administration is that you want to do good but you cause more damage while trying to do the good. What is the alternative available to those that cannot afford to buy fuel at 145 naira per liter? You closed the borders and stopped the importation of rice. Where is the alternative? These and many more policies of yours is causing more harm than good. The urgency of the need for change made us put you in power so that you can ease our pain, but with due respect, sir, you have done nothing but increase it since May 29, 2015. I repeat, we put you in power so that can ease our pain, but since May 29, 2015 you have done nothing but the contrary. We represent the voice on the street and we collectively say, we can no longer cope. This report is written and produced by Gideon Tobaloba Senior Sands, Senior Advocate of Nigerians on the Street. For Hightown Television, contact 0816611795 or 081175499721. Goodbye.